The secret we never wanted revealed as women is that as women, we have a switch, like a light switch with sex, and it is either off or it is on. And
hey, let me stop the video right here. Shalom. This is Brother Howard of GMS Toronto, coming back with another one. None of this is a secret, man. All of these channels, all of these forums or debates or everything that you men need today is because you're straight up bitches. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm sorry to inform you, but you are low testosterone, feminine ass bitches. This shouldn't even be a thing. Men hurting in silence and men in sexless marriages and everything that's happening today, you men co-signed. You co-signed feminism. You co-signed monogamy. You co-signed women in the workplace, women wearing pants, women talking back. Everything that's happening to you right now, you co-signed. And when I say you, I obviously don't mean the brethren, because the brethren are actually living in a society where we have no power. If we could change things, we would change things right away. Why? Because we live by laws, statutes, and commandments of the Holy Bible that was given to us by the prophets that came straight from the Heavenly Father himself. There's laws on how a man should act and how a woman should act. And we make videos about this all the time. So we would put you fucking women in your place tomorrow. Forget tomorrow, in the next second. And that's what this world lacks. But it's too late, right? You've already given women power. And the Bible already tells you that's something that you're not supposed to do. So good for you. You're not good men. You're not good men. That's why you need channels like this. You have women like Melanie King, and shout out to Melanie King for shining a light on stuff and being a woman to talk out about this. But we've been doing this way before you, Melanie. You just jumped on board, right? And this lady, whatever her name is, she's making videos for men. But you know what they're doing? They're pacifying you men. They're making you men even more bitches than you were before. Right? Because the nature of a man when he has a problem is to come up with a solution. Now, when you have channels like this, you guys can go in the comment section and all agree with each other that, oh yeah, I'm facing the same problem. Yeah, I'm facing the same problem. Just a bunch of bitches in a comment section grouping up. Now you have different movements like MGTOW and all these other bitch ass movements where you guys ain't about shit. You ain't about shit. You ain't about correcting the woman, right? You're just about complaining about the woman. When at the end of the day, the natural nature between a man and a woman is to come together. So you can't tell me that you're going your own way. You're going the Batiman way, or you're going the gay way. You're going the alternative lifestyle way. And that's against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. No man is supposed to be going no MGTOW way or going his own way. What? What are you guys talking about? What are you talking about? What kind of weird ass alternative lifestyle movement are you guys talking about? Why would a man move away from the woman when inherently we were created to bond with the woman? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 7, and it says, "For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and the glory of God, but the woman is the glory of the man." Right? So I don't know what you guys are talking about, no MGTOW and these alternative lifestyles that you guys are trying to live without the woman. That's not righteousness. So if there's any brothers who are in GMS thinking that they can go their own way, you're going off, man. You're completely going off, right? And yes, there is a scripture in the Bible where Paul tells you that he wishes that a man could go without. So if a man is living like that, where you want to go without, that's fine, because you're more focused on the scriptures, right? But it also says for the men that burn. So there's nothing wrong with women. You just have to know how to deal with the woman and put the woman into proper perspective. And that's the problem with you modern day, feminine, no testosterone ass men. You don't know how to put the woman in proper perspective. Because we've been raised to worship women, right? And put women on pedestals. You don't know how to what? You don't know how to guide, lead a woman. You don't know how to be her head. Okay? That's what it just said. And the glory of God. But the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. And a lot of you guys don't know that. A lot of you guys think that the woman is your whole world. No, the Heavenly Father is your whole world. And now you Israelite men, Yahawashi is your whole world. Wa Yahweh, right? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, right? But to get to Yahweh, we have to go through Yahawashi. There is no other way to paradise, so to speak. There is no other way to truth. There is no other way to salvation. There is no other way to deliverance other than Yahweh Shai. That's it. Okay? Not the woman. Right? Okay? Let's read that again. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So if a woman was created for a man, how could you be going your own way? This is a creature that was created for you, which means that you guys go together like a P&B sandwich, right? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich is like a man and a woman, man. A man and a woman go together like the sun and the moon. Okay? So anybody that's trying to tell you any other way, they're leading you the gay way. And we don't go the gay way. Okay? Verse 10. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head, because for this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Verse 11. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. You see? There you go. So you MGTOW, you whatever lifestyle you guys are living, trying to live without the woman, you guys are living a lifestyle that's not righteous. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman. So just because we are the head of the woman, and just because the woman was created for us, what does the scripture says? Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman. Neither the woman without the man. How could a woman be without a man? That's her head. That's her protection in this world, right? In the Lord. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman. You get it? Why? Because we were birthed by her. Okay? But all things of Yahweh, right? Judge in yourselves. Is it comely that a woman pray unto Yahweh uncovered, right? Which is going into the cover of her head. That's why in the Middle Eastern cultures, you see women cover up their heads. Where do they get that from? They get that from the law of the Bible, right? They don't know that, right? But it all comes from the law of the Bible, man.
Or it is on, and we all know we have this switch and that we have the capacity and the choice to turn it on and off when we want to. And as women, when we were single, we had the switch on for bad boys and we had the switch off for good men.
And that's one of the issues in this society. One of the issues in this society is that these women think that they can be single. There's no such thing. You have an unmarried woman, You have a woman that is not betrothed, right? And when a woman is unmarried, that just means that she's waiting to be married so she can become a wife. But the majority of the women in this society, they weren't raised to be married, right? There should be no, there's a whole group of so-called single women out there, but these single women have slept with 10 men or 15 men. When you say a single woman, that means a woman that has never had sex in her life. That is the representation of a single woman. So if you are quote unquote single and you've slept with a man, even just one man, that means you are what? You are not single. That means, according to the law of God, you are already married. And I know that's going to scare the majority of you women because you've had sex with so many men. And the majority of you even forgot the man who even took your virginity. You don't even remember his name because you've been so ran through. But you would have to go back to the man who first took your virginity, and that's still unrighteous. You know why it's unrighteous to go back to that man? Because you've slept with so many other men after that man, which makes you what? What makes you an adulterer, which makes you an adulteress, which makes you a whore, right? But the majority of you women don't understand this. You think that it's normal because this society has made it normal.
Until we were ready to settle down and get married and start a family.
And that's a power that this society gave to women, who made them think that they can go around and sleep with a bunch of men, and then when they're ready, get ready to settle down. This is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And in this society, they have created this society in such a way where a woman has authority over a man, which means that you men have become subservient to women. And that's not the role that a woman can play. She's actually out of order when she's in that role. And the woman is not even out of order on her own. She's out of order because this society is telling her to be out of order. Because all women are looking for are instructions and directions. But they've already been instructed and directed by the world, by this Caucasian who's in rulership, by the international bankers that created feminism. This all goes back to the international bankers. You women are only in the workplace. You women are being bankrolled only because the international bankers wanted to tax you. It makes them more money when they tax everyone. And you women, you weren't allowed to work, right? Going back to when? I can't even remember, the 40s, the 50s. I don't quote me on that. If anybody knows, you could put that in a comment, right? But when the woman wasn't working, I think in the 50s and in the 60s, these women weren't allowed to work, right? Only men were going to work. And the international bankers said, no, we can't have it like that, because they needed to tax the woman as well. And they could create the destruction of the family as well through the woman, right? Just like the serpent, right? The serpent along with Eve. And the international bankers represented the serpent in the modern time that whispered or spoke to Eve. And all you women are a representation of Eve, mainly you black women. Right? And that was all to destroy the family structure. And now look at what we have here today. We have a family structure that's been destroyed by the woman being instructed and being led by an ideology, just like Eve, that destroyed herself and destroyed her man and her children. Right? The woman don't know no better, man. The woman needs to be led. But I suffered not a woman to teach. And what do we have now? We're here debating with women about ideology. You men should not give a fuck about a woman's ideology if it doesn't align with the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. If a woman's ideology doesn't align with the scriptures, what are you listening to her talk for? Why is she talking? Right? When a woman is talking, I tune out. Ask about me. Ask. Ask these women about me. I tune the hell out. I'm living like I'm back in the 30s, man. I'm living like I'm back in the 1920s. I don't listen to a bitch, man.
And get married and start a family. And so good men can know if you struggled to get women when you were younger and before you were married, or if you're watching and you're single, this will shed some light for you too. If you didn't have a lot of women until you met your wife, it's because she had her switched off. And then when she was ready to settle down, she turned it on.
Hey, and that's another thing that we need to dead. We need to dead this whole Casanova mentality that we have in our society as so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that we have to be these great lovers, that we have to have all these women. You men don't have to have all these women, man. That's a mindset that was created to make us focus on the woman and chase after the woman. Some Pepe Le Pew ass niggas. Some Pepe Le Pew ass niggas, man. Chasing after the woman. You men need to be chasing after the love of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Stop chasing the woman. When you chase after Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, guess what he'll do? All the rest shall be added. The reason why Solomon was so popular with women is because he chased Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. The reason why David was so popular with the women is because he chased Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? What was David doing when Saul came to look for him? Right? He was tending to the cattle, man. He wasn't busy chasing no woman. He became known for women after in his life, after he got his glory, man. So you brothers, you need to seek your glory first. Your glory is literally correlated with Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. You cannot separate it. We cannot have glory. We cannot be blessed without Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. It's impossible. A woman is not going to make you blessed. Multiple women don't make you blessed. So if you see a man and he's popular with women, even if you see me and you're just like, yo, Brother Howard gets women. So I'm nothing without Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And that man is nothing. Any man who has substance, who has land, who has riches, he is nothing without Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So there's something that you men should be doing first, and it's not chasing after women. These women come with power. And the reason why some men in this society are good with women is because they chase after women, right? And for you brothers that are not focused on women and women don't approach you and you don't get a lot of women, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of these women in this society are demons, man. They're demons. Let me tell you that. As a man that is able to get women, a man who's dealt with a lot of women, the majority of them are a bunch of wicked ass demons, man. And they add nothing. The Most High is blessing a lot of you brothers who don't get a lot of women. You're being blessed because these women, a lot of times, what they bring into your life is destruction.
And she used the on switch with sex to trap you to get what she wanted, which was to get married. And so when we're ready to get married, our biological clock is ticking. We get a good man and we enjoy sex. We want to have plenty of sex, and then we get what we want.
Hey, and that's another problem with you guys. You guys are going after the whims of the woman. Oh, she wants to get married, so now you have to get married. Are you stupid? What are you talking about? You stop doing what a woman wants you to do. You reward a woman based off of her actions, based off of her conduct. You don't just give a woman just because she asked. What? Who are these women? The majority of these women bring nothing. They're useless.
Get married and the sex stops. Hey guys, it's your girl Melanie, and I'm back again.
Hold on, before this girl Melanie even begins speaking, the reason why the sex stops is because a lot of you guys, your women can tell when you're thirsty for sex. And the majority of you men, you don't chase women. Well, you do chase women, but the majority of you men, you chase pussy. And the woman can dangle that carrot in your face for as long as you will hold out. The pussy is the carrot. So these women understand that you don't even want them, right? It's not even them. If I deal with a woman, that woman that I deal with, she understands that I want her, because she understands that she's the one that has to put in the work for me. Whether she has to come to my house and clean, whether she has to invest, whatever it is that I want her to do, she understands that it comes with a price. It comes with something she has to do. And she understands that the majority of the women in the world are not going to do that. So she knows I don't want the majority of the women in the world. A lot of you guys, your women don't respect you because she knows that you, if any woman offers you pussy, you will take it, because that's what you chase. You chase the pussy. You don't chase order. You don't chase discipline. You don't chase righteousness. So a lot of you men, you have to check yourselves first. The first question you have to ask yourself, are you chasing pussy? Because if you're chasing pussy, the woman is going to be able to control you for the rest of your life.
Another commentary on Happy Wife School. I spoke on this before. This is intuitive to me, just like seeing how women behave, and that they, sex is just given away. Like I honestly, I say this all the time, that modern dating, that the Western woman is now basically a lady of the night for Chad and Tyrone. And I've yet to be proven incorrect about this. When women are finally wanting the nice guy, the good guy, and you're getting sex from her, it is because she's hit the wall, her clock, or she's approaching the wall.
And do you know why, quote unquote, Chad and Tyrone are going to get the pussy? Because they don't chase pussy. They don't. Right? They're usually living their lives, man. Right? A lot of these guys live by a motto, MOB, money over bitches. Right? So they're busy chasing something else. Right? That's why us, brothers in the truth, we got to flip that. Right? We got to flip that. It's not MOB for us. It's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Right? Not MOB. But we're busy chasing Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We're busy chasing truth. And really and truly, you men already have a woman in this truth. Right? And what is it? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Sophia, that's your woman. You're already married. Right? You're already married to Yahweh Shai. Okay? So a lot of you men are trying to put women in a place they're not meant to be. The majority of the women, or let me say the majority, every single one of these women were meant to just be your servants. And a lot of you men, because you've already put your women on a pedestal, that's going to scare you. Your woman is just a servant. And I know this video you won't be able to play in front of your woman or play in front of your wife or play in front of your mother, because they're going to be out appalled. Oh my gosh. Did Brother Howard just say my woman is a servant? What else is she? What else would she be? If you're already a married man, if you're already serving Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, if you already have a woman by the name of Sophia, then who is this female? What is a female? What is a woman? Just a damn servant, man. And not something that should be disregarded. No, she's a high value servant.
Ready to settle down. Her feelings have been hurt by Chad and Tyrone too much. She's tired of getting ran through. But make no mistake, that is just a bait and switch. And this is why a lot of men see sex diminish in their marriage. Now, it's not always the case. I will say that. It's not always the case that she was super promiscuous and that you were just, the Mr. Nice Guy to come clean it up. That's not always the case. Because there's even some guys who were like Chads or Tyrones or bad boys who have gotten married. I've done counseling sessions with them. They actually got married and then the woman switches on them. I think overall, women they think sex is just to get a man. It's for when they want to have fun when they're single. But now that you have him, well, he doesn't need that anymore. He loves me. And women trade those two out. But anyway, let's continue with this.
And the sex becomes unimportant. And like I said, it becomes infrequent. And all of a sudden, the amount of sex you were having before you got married begins to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle.
Hey, and a lot of this sex dwindles because of the foods you eat, right? Sometimes it's not only the women. Sometimes it's the men as well. You men have low sex drive, and sometimes the woman has low sex drive because of the foods that we eat, right? So as men, you have to understand how to maintain a woman as well in that way, meaning that you're not just going to always buy fast food or unhealthy foods. You're going to make sure that she's eating or she's exercising, things that are going to promote a healthy lifestyle and a healthy mindset and a healthy spirit and keep her healthy emotionally. Right? We can't always be in the mindset of blame. Right? You as a man, you have to understand the thing. Right? That's one thing that's amazing about the Caucasian. Caucasian men always want to figure out why something is. And you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, you need to figure that out as well and not just get frustrated with everything and not be so ignorant to everything. You're dealing with a woman. Why would you deal with a woman and not understand a woman? Just like in used to be one of my favorite shows called The Office. This guy named Dwight Schrute. You hear his name? Schrute, right? Meaning that he has sense. Now, when Dwight dealt with women, he would deal with women very shrewdly. Why? Because he understands a thing before he does a thing. He was a farmer, and when you ask him about anything that has to do with his farming, he will be able to tell you everything very shrewdly. Okay? So it's the same thing with you men. It's just like if I ask a lot of brothers about the scriptures, you brothers are going to be able to break these scriptures down to me so intimately. But if I ask you anything about a woman, you won't be able to tell me anything about a woman. That's not right. That's not right. Brothers should be knowledgeable on many different subjects, man. This is the word
polymath.
A person of wide-ranging knowledge or learning. Every brother in the truth should be this. Every brother in the truth should have this as an accolade of theirs. A polymath, right? I deal with younger women, and these younger women will have the jokes. They'll tell those jokes where they're just, they'll say, oh yeah, my man is always trying to teach me something. You know why? Because I'm a polymath. I'm knowledgeable in anything, in everything. There's nothing that a woman can bring to me where I'm not going to try and educate her on it, right? My woman is going to be a part of a field, right? And I'm going to know about her field. And this is a field where she goes to work every day and you're teaching her something about her field. She's going to be looking at you like, damn, this man is a know-it-all. And that's fine. That's okay that you're a know-it-all.
Got married begins to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle because it was a trap. It was a trap to get what we wanted. My mentor.
Let me just say this really quickly. Now, I do not believe women consciously know this. I don't believe women operate on a high enough state of consciousness or even their IQ level, so the average woman cannot even work this out. It's like they're on auto behavior, and they've been programmed by Western society, by feminism, by the sexual liberation that this is.
And I agree with everything this woman, Melanie, is saying. Whoever is her husband, shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you, right? Just like Shahrazad Ali, right? She was influenced by her husband. So whoever is the husband of this woman, Melanie, shout out to you, my brother. I don't give women props, right? Because women are programmable. Right? If a woman is good or bad, it's because she was programmed to be good or bad. It wasn't because of her own volition. Right? Shout out to the programmer. Right? It's like when brothers try to shout me out. No, shout out my programmer. My programmer is Yahushai, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? That's who comes and sups with me. I don't have all this knowledge because I'm so great. Nah, bro. Nah. I'm wicked, man. I need a new body, man. I'm trying to get the hell out of this fucking hellhole just like you, man. I'm a wicked ass individual. I need to be saved. And brothers know I always make videos like that, man. That's nothing new. Brothers who watch my channel should know that, man. We're trying to get the hell out of Babylon. We're trying to be delivered, man. Right? But I give the props to the programmer, right? Because women are programmable. Right? That's why there's a whole movement known as Project Bluebird or MK Ultra, which is mind control. Right? Esau just learned that people can be programmed, but that's something that the Bible has already taught us years and years and millennia ago, centuries ago. Right? The Most High talks about while you are asleep, he comes and he puts the purpose in men. So they go away from their own purpose, right? So we as humans are programmable, and women are more programmable than men, right? What teaches us that? Going all the way back to the Garden of Eden, right? With the serpent, right? The woman was in transgression. Why? Because she's the weaker vessel.
Okay, this isn't how women are naturally are. This is not who a feminine woman is in her true natural state.
I agree again, because a feminine woman is waiting for what? A feminine woman and a righteous man correlate. What is a righteous man waiting for? Instruction, right? What is a feminine woman waiting for? Instructions. What is a wicked woman and a wicked man doing? They rebel against instruction. That's the thing that they have in correlation. Wicked men and wicked women go together. Why? Because they're both rebellious. Righteous men and righteous women go together. Why? Because they're both waiting to be programmed with righteousness or with wisdom. Right? When you have a feminine woman, like in the movie, Trading Places. Was it? I'm sorry. Coming to America, where the woman said, whatever you like, because she's waiting for you to program her. She's letting you know, sir, you have my keys. You have control. You have my steering wheel. You're the driver. Drive. But a lot of you men, you're afraid of that type of power. Power like that scares a lot of you men because you were raised in these matriarchal homes where your mother was the driver. So you never saw a man driving before. not understanding that you were going to grow up to be that driver.
Untouched, unscathed, unpoisoned by feminism behaves. But this is what has become the Western woman. This is what's become her programming. So are there some women who do it consciously? Yes, there could be, but I think it's
There's no woman that does it consciously. Even the women that think that they're doing it consciously have been programmed. They've been programmed by feminism. They've been programmed by this lewd society, lewd behavior, right? They've been programmed by music, movies, entertainment, right? That's what they've been programmed with. You think there's a person like Sexy Red because Sexy Red just created herself? No. This society has degenerated, right? It has become degenerate over time. You think Little Kim could say what Sexy Red said? No. It had to take time. They had to break down society little by little, little by little, so people then could understand that this is the way to go. And then now women just push and push and push the envelope. So if this society was supposed to continue to go on after a person like Sexy Red, so from the time of Little Kim, hold on, let's do the math real quick. So this is Little Kim's first album, Hardcore. You hear? Okay, Little Kim. Hardcore is the debut studio album by American rapper Little Kim, released November 12th, 1996, which is 666, all right? This is Sexy Red's first album called Ghetto Superstar, and it was released on December 24th, 2021. So that's what, 25 years? So 25 years, that's all it took to get to where we are now. That's not a long time. That's literally only, so let's say by the time our children are in their 20s, they're done. They would be done. That's how quick it is to change. That's why the elites always say they don't want the adults. They want the kids, because the kids are going to in turn teach the kids. That's all they need to change a society or to make a society degenerate, right? So when our kids grow up, they're done. And then by the time they have kids, oh my gosh, it's finished.
Yes, there could be, but I think it's unconscious. And this is how narcissistic it shows. I keep saying the modern Western woman is narcissistic. I don't know if she's going to be NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, diagnosed, but the narcissism is like, she doesn't even think of reason why she's not conscious of. She doesn't even think what's best for the man or what the man could want or how can I develop this relationship. It's a means to an end. It's what,
because they weren't raised to think like that. The reason why women thought like that back in the day is because that's how they were raised, even in school. These women would go to school and they would learn to be homemakers. They would learn about sewing. They would learn about cooking. They would learn about raising children. They would learn about how to make their husbands happy. They used to have magazines back in the day about men spanking their wives. Try to have a magazine like that out today and see what happens to you. So even back then, women and men knew that women sometimes needed discipline. You men don't know that today. Right? So what are these women doing? They took the power from you and they're disciplining you. A lot of you guys are inside your homes right now getting disciplined. That's the problem. You guys getting disciplined by bitches?
whatever it takes to get what she wants. So there is a level of consciousness, but not to the degree that the modern Western woman is just not that smart, guys.
And I agree with her, because that's not her role. It's not that the woman is not smart, right? Even though the scripture says that the Most High has not imputed knowledge onto her, because that's up to the man to create society and to build order. That's literally your job, so-called black man, is to be a leader, to be a judge, right? And to create societies and to create laws and, right, decency and morality, right? That's not up to the woman. It's not a part of her, right? She's an emotional creature, right? She moves based off of how she's feeling, right? And we as so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we don't have the keys to our women anymore. We've lost that. We're not in the driver's seat. So even us dealing with our woman, we're really dealing with somebody who can really turn the car and drive off the cliff at any time, right? Because it's not like we're going in the same direction. We're in a car. You're going left. She's going right. You're going right. She's going left. Okay? You guys are not a driver and passenger, right?
They just aren't, in my opinion.
Shared with me what he calls the penny analogy. That if you put a penny in a jar for every time you had sex before you got married, and then you took a penny after you got married, you took a penny out for every time you have sex once you're married, you would never empty the jar. And that's the sad reality of sex with your wife.
No, that's not a sad reality. That's a reality that most men have created, because most men don't even know what marriage is for. Right? Marriage is a union, man. Marriage is righteousness. It's a civic duty. Why is it a civic duty? Because no woman of Israel, I'm going into my people now, because I really don't make videos for any other people but my own people. I don't give a damn about any other race of people and their issues, right? But my people, the women of Israel, right, are not allowed to be whores. So if they're not allowed to be whores, what are they supposed to be? They're supposed to be wives, right? So it's part of a duty, right? That's why you have something called duty of marriage, right? And part of a duty of marriage is sex. It's just a duty, right? It's not something that you're just supposed to use for sexual gratification. Does orgasm feels amazing? Oh my gosh. Woo, that shit feels great. When you're sucking on your woman's titties, when she's riding you, and you brothers know all that explicit shit. That shit feels nice, right? But there's also a duty of marriage, because guess what? Back in the day, you think that every woman that a man got married to, he liked. Ah, man. You think every man a woman got married to back in the day, she liked? No, it was because of righteousness. It wasn't because of the frivolousness that you women get. You hook up with men. You women will go on vacation and you'll hook up with man just because you're intoxicated. You'll hook up with a man because he has a six-pack. You'll hook up with a man because he has a nice smile, because he has nice teeth, and then find out that man has a fucking STD, and then you're pregnant and that man wants nothing to do with you. Shit like that didn't happen back in the day, even though you might have had relationships where you would have been with a woman that really wasn't a woman that you wanted, or she wasn't a type of attractive woman that you would want for yourself, but because of duty, you made sure that you did what was right. This is Exodus 21:10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. So marriage is a responsibility. It's a responsibility. Okay? This is not no joke thing. This is not no play thing. This is not no, oh, I'm trying to fuck as much bitches as I can. No. It's a responsibility. It's a very, very serious responsibility, man. It's not no joke. Okay? And I'm just going to end it off there. You know what? I might play a little bit. No, I'll end it off there. That's okay. I didn't even think that this video was going to go this far. But with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and elder apostles of GMS that rule well and that teach well, and to the brothers on the four corners of the earth doing this work in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. Till next time. Kwame Asharala.